but let's start back on April the 11th, 1962. It's been a long time since a Stanley Cup pennant has been hung from the rafters of Maple Leaf Gardens, and tickets are scarce for this first game of the series. The defending champion Chicago Blackhawks, led by superstar Bobby Hull, won their semifinal series against Montreal 4-2. They have men like Reg Fleming, Red Hay, and Eric Nestorenko, Dollard Saint Laurent, Bronco Horvath, the former Boston Bruin, and the slim, dynamic Stan Mikita, looking for a new Stanley Cup point record. Toronto, having finished second in the regular season, has the advantage of home ice following their 4-2 semifinal victory over the New York Rangers. The Leafs have been building to this night for a long time with stars from their own farm system. Bobby Nevin, Frank Mahovlich, who last year scored more goals than any other Leaf player in history, and Bob Pulford. The key man in the Toronto setup is their coach and general manager, Punch Imlach. And now, with game number 1 of the 1962 Stanley Cup Series all set to go, here's Bill Hewitt.
Hello, Canada. Here we are at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto for the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pulford out there at center ice in front of the face-off. The puck goes back to the Chicago blue line. The Blackhawks are wearing the white sweaters, the Toronto Maple Leafs the blue. And in this first period, the Blackhawks move on the attack very quickly. First game of the series, it goes into the corner of the Maple Leaf zone. Hay tried to send it out in front. It goes to the boards on the far side. Comes back to the blue line, a shot. Goes near the Leaf goal. Bauer stopped it. And Horton goes to the penalty box for the first penalty of the series and gives the Blackhawks the odd man advantage. They take advantage of it very quickly. Here's back to Mikita. Mikita over to Bobby Hull. He shoots, he scores! Hull finds the target, and Chicago leads 1-0 in this first period. Bobby Hull scoring the first goal of the series to give Chicago a 1-0 lead. Puck is back in the Maple Leaf zone, and with the Leafs trailing in the first period, 1-0. Keon, Stanley, and Armstrong go to center ice. Stanley over the line, a drop pass for Keon, number 14. Keon gets it again, gets another shot. This time it's stopped by Hall. Here it's back to Keon again, another slap shot, and that's stopped by Hall. Keon putting on an extra drive for the Maple Leafs. It's the Leafs keeping the puck in the Chicago zone. It's back to Brewer. Brewer clears into the corner. It's Armstrong swinging it out in front. Keon's knocked down. The puck goes loose and goes back to center ice. The first period ends 1-0 for the Blackhawks. In the second period now, it's the Leafs carrying the play. There's Keon getting a score! And a pass from Duff as he hopped right in front of the goal crease. Glenn Hall had no chance on the play, and the Leafs have tied it. 1-1, Dave Keon on a quick break from Dick Duff. That gives the Maple Leaf fans their first chance to cheer in the series, opening here at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. There's Frank Mahovlich just coming off the ice after scoring to give the Leafs a 2-1 lead. Frank Mahovlich scoring, and the Leafs lead now 2-1 in the second period. As the Blackhawks are changing players on the go. Puck goes at center ice, cleared back into the Leaf zone. Kelly watches his check. Chicago keep the puck in the Leaf zone, trying to get that equalizer. It goes behind the net, and now we're moving into the third period with the Leafs leading 2-1 and trying to hang on. West Chicago trying to get back on even terms. There goes Bobby Nevin up over the Chicago line, takes a shot, and Hall grabbed it and left it behind the goal. Stan Mikita. A pass right in front of his own net, and Bobby Hull got back very quickly to cover up. Back goes Hull to center ice. Up over the Maple Leaf line, around the defense. Getting ready on goal, he shoots. Oh, and Bauer made a sensational save, covering up on the shot. And the puck goes loose into the corner. It's down the right side for the Maple Leafs. Mahovlich has got it. Up over the blue line. He fakes a shot. His shot was weak. It goes off to the side. He's knocked down. Mikita tried to break away on the right wing. The puck goes to center ice, and then Fleming picks up a penalty, goes to the penalty box, and the Leafs take a man advantage. Duff, a shot in front of the goal, stopped by Vasco. The Leafs take their turn. It's Duff, a pass on the right wing. Here's Armstrong, he scores! Armstrong picks the short side, and the Leafs go ahead 3-1. An insurance marker for the captain of the Maple Leafs, George Armstrong. 3-1 for Toronto in this first game in the Stanley Cup Finals. Now the Leafs again carrying the Chicago territory in this third period. The puck is loose. It's right in front. He scores. Horton let go. A quick slap shot from the blue line. It caught everybody in front of the goal napping, and it went right into the net. And the Leafs win it 4-1 as Johnny Bauer comes out of his net to greet his teammates. The Leafs win the first game of the series 4-1.
Back in the press room of the Garden, some of the all-time greats of hockey chat about the action. Conn Smythe, chairman of the board of the Leafs. Buzz Patrick of New York and Jack Adams of Detroit. Milt Dunnell, sports editor of the Toronto Star, chats with Gay Stewart. And it may well be that he and Kenny Reardon of the Montreal front office are reminiscing about playoffs gone by. And so game number 1 goes to Toronto. 2 nights later.